Hello everyone! In this lesson we will discover more about intellectual property law for digital media in Macedonia. In Macedonia there are two laws existing in the field of intellectual property. The first one is the law of industrial property and the second is the law on copyright and related rights. There are several other laws connected that exist in other jurisdictions. Macedonia became a party to the Berne Convention for the protection of literary and artistic works in 1991, and on November 17th, on the same year, it ratified the Universal Copyright Convention from Geneva. These international agreements ensure that the country adheres to copyright protection standards, including a period of 70 years of protection of the rights for authors' works after their death. The law on copyright and related rights in Macedonia was developed in cooperation with the World Intellectual Property Organization and covers a wide range of intellectual property aspects. The country also ratified other international documents related to copyright and intellectual property rights, such as the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the International Convent of Civil and Political Rights. One notable agreement affecting the work of journalists, photojournalists and media workers is the Rome Convention for the protection of performing artists, phonogram producers and broadcasting organizations. This convention extends copyright protection to creators and owners of media used for information transmission, such as audio and video recordings. It addresses emerging technologies that allow easy reproduction of works and protects the rights of publishers of such media. How about the copyright in the digital media sector in Macedonia? Copyright in the Macedonian governed by a series of laws, but in terms of electronic media, we can highlight several of them, such as the Law of Copyright and Related Rights, which took effect in 1996 and was later amended and replaced in 2010, protects the rights of authors over their works, the rights of artistic performers, producers of phonograms and videograms, radio television organizations, publishers and developers of databases. It covers the exercise and protection of copyright and related rights and aims to align with international conventions. The law on obligation relations contains rules related to intellectual creations, stating that every author whose personal rights have been violated has the right to seek protection. It also governs contracts for intellectual works, where compensation is provided for the performance of specific intellectual work. Another important law is of exceptional importance for the work of the media and therefore of journalists is the Law on Audio and Audiovisual Media Services, according to which broadcasters should respect the copyright and related rights when performing their activity. The law on media defines the content published or broadcast in media, encompassing various types of information and authors' works. It emphasizes the importance of attributing authorship correctly, especially for journalists. The law guarantees freedom of expression and media independence, ensuring the protection of journalists' rights. Violation of copyright and related rights is addressed in the Criminal Code of Macedonia, which stipulates imprisonment from 6 months to 3 years for infringing on someone else's copyright or related rights. Let's see some cases of copyright violation in digital media in Macedonia. Cases of violation of copyrights in Macedonia are common, mostly expressed in the media space, but a very small number of cases receive juridical resolution, primarily due to poor education and distrust in the judiciary. However, in the past years, there is a noticeable tendency to improve the situation through several court cases that ended the verdicts against those who violated the law on copyright. For example, in October 2018, the Primary Court 2 of Skopje ruled against a Macedonian web portal that published a photo of famous Balkan rock musician without permission, violating copyright and related rights. This verdict set a positive judicial precedent for the unauthorized downloading of photos from the internet. In April 2019, the same court issued a similar verdict against another web portal for copyright infringement by publishing a photo of Balkan rock musician without proper authorization. Next, we will talk about trademark in the digital media sector in Macedonia. According to letsology.com, in Macedonia, the law that protects trademarks is the law on industrial property. Trademark law is regulated by government bodies such as the Industrial Property Office and Customs and the State Market Inspectorate. Any natural or legal person can register a trademark. Trademark infringement disputes are conducted in front of the primary court. Trademark disputes against the decisions of the Industrial Property Office and conducted before the administrative court. Macedonia is part of the international law system by signing several important trademark agreements. Trademark violations in digital media are prevalent in Macedonia, leading to confiscation of counterfeit goods and fines for those involved in trademark misuse. Businesses have faced penalties and equipment confiscation for unauthorized broadcasting and distributing counterfeit products. The Customs Administration in Macedonia reported seizing nearly 200,000 pieces of suspected counterfeit goods in 1 year alone, indicating the scale of the problem. There are other related rights in the digital media sector in Macedonia. Digital media are closely related to journalism. The Ethical Code of Journalists in Macedonia is from 2001 and established the basic principles for the work of journalists following the example of principle of for ethics of the International Federation of Journalists. One principle states, plagiarism is unacceptable. Quotations may not be used without acknowledging the source or author. Media self-regulation is a joint commitment of media professionals to establish voluntary editorial guidelines, adhere to them in the learning process that is open to the public. With that, the independent media accept their share of responsibility for the quality of public discourse in the country, while fully preserving its editorial independence in shaping of discourse. In addition to copyright and trademark, other related rights in the digital media sector include those artist performers, producers of phonograms, film producers, and radio television organizations. Artist performers have exclusive moral rights to be recognized for their performances and resist any actions that may harm their person or reputation. They also have exclusive material rights to allow or prohibit the recording, public communication, and duplication of their performances. Producers of phonograms and film producers have similar moral rights, and they have exclusive material rights to permit or prohibit the use of their phonograms and videograms for reproduction, distribution, public display, broadcasting, and making them available to the public. Radio television organizations have exclusive material rights to allow or prohibit the use of their programs for various purposes, including recording, duplication, public transmission, and making them available to the public. Media self-regulation and ethical codes, such as the Code of Ethics of Journalism in Macedonia, also play a role protecting journalists' rights, including copyright and plagiarism issues. To address copyright violations, initiatives like online platform Collective.meca, where professional photos are made available for purchase by media outlets, have been established. Through a combination of legislative measures, juridical anti-actions, and media self-regulations, Macedonia aims to protect intellectual property rights in the digital media sector and support creativity and innovation in the digital landscape. Overall, intellectual property rights in the digital media play a crucial role in fostering a vibrant and sustainable media ecosystem in Macedonia and protecting the rights of creators and media professionals. Thanks for listening. See you in the next lesson.